What's going on, guys? This is Chipmunk in HD, and I'm here to settle an age-old debate from my perspective. PC versus console. It's not anything that I can answer for everyone, but I wanted to share my latest delving into the PC game world and how it went for me and what happened in it. I bought Arma 2 so that I could play DayZ, which I still refuse to call DayZ properly, because fuck that, DayZ. Yeah, so I bought that so I could play DayZ because it looked like a lot of fun. I started playing the game, and I got into a game. It took me about an hour or two to actually get everything set up, and then I had to go through and get all the new patches, download the new patches myself. I had to reinstall things, I had to change some drivers, I had to other technical words and that I don't actually understand, because I'm going to put it out there now, I'm tech savvy to the point where you ask me to look at your computer, I can tell you whether it's good or not, or I can hazard a guess at what's wrong with it, but if you get me to try to do anything, it's not going to go well for you, because I'm not so good with computers, really. And basically what happened was I went through and did all of this, got it all working. I joined the server, and straight away I got kicked off of it. I didn't even get off the beach. I'm like, oh, what happened this time? Turns out my ping was too high for that server, so I had to go through again, redo it all. And mind you, I don't play a lot of PC games. Like, I was playing COD 4 on PC. I play Counter-Strike occasionally, and I play TF2 and Minecraft. That's pretty much all I do in terms of PC gaming. So to try to get into something like DayZ, where you've got to really like put in a lot of effort to get it working and to get everything right for it, it's sort of difficult for someone like me. Anyway, I got on, I fixed all of that, and then I was having new errors with the loading screen glitch where it doesn't load properly, and I'm like, this is getting frustrating. And then I get on, I'm starting to play, I'm like, okay, cool. So how do I play? Because, I don't know, with Xbox games or PlayStation games, you sort of instinctively know what you've got to do and how you control your player. Like, you know that you're going to look with the thumbsticks, you know you're going to move around with the thumbsticks, you know that like A is going to be jump and that sort of thing. And you've got these it's sort of like rules for the controls of Xbox and gaming on Xbox and PlayStation and that sort of thing, where you know generally what you've got to do and generally how to control it. Not like that with PC. You try and do that with PC, you're not going to do it well, because every PC game's different, and I found that out because I sat there and I tried to figure out the controls. I'm like, alright, I'll just look up the controls. So I looked up the controls, and that didn't help me. I was trying to figure out how to open up my backpack, and it didn't tell me in the controls. I'm like, what? This isn't helpful at all. I eventually just sat here and just pressed buttons on the keyboard until it worked. Anyway, I actually started playing the game finally, and I lasted probably 5 minutes before I got killed in DayZ, and I was like, oh, that sucks. I just waited like 9 hours for the game to download on Steam, and then it took me like 8 hours to get it set up properly, and then I died after 5 minutes in it. I'm like, oh, this sucks. So basically after that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to go in, I'm going to play it again. I'm going to last longer this time, I'm going to do everything right. I know how to play the game now. So I started playing again. I was in the game for maybe 2 minutes, and I had someone run up to me, and their character was looking at me. I was like, oh god, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me, and I was trying to run away from them, and they kept telling me to stop. So I eventually just stopped and looked at them, and they knelt down in front of me and then walked away. I was like, okay. And then I got hit by a zombie, and I was like, oh no, I'm starting to bleed. I have to put bandages on me. Let me go into my backpack. And I go into my backpack, and I see an AS-50, sniper rifle, a ghillie suit, and a bunch of shit. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm pretty certain, like, I ran into a scripter, or a hacker, or whatever you want to call them, And yeah, so that was my PC gaming experience. Was it took me that long to set it up. I got in, got killed straight away because I couldn't figure out the controls. Met a hacker who gave me a bunch of cool stuff, and then the server crashed. That was my entire gaming experience with the PC, and that was, yeah, with DayZ yesterday. That's everything I had with it. I was like, oh, that was slightly less cool than I anticipated. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, you don't get that with an Xbox game, ever. You don't get that with consoles. Like, sure, a console game might not look as pretty, and it may not run as well or as quickly or whatever, and you've got to put up with 2-year-olds who somehow bought the game. But yeah, like, it's not like that. It's simple, it's easy to pick up, and it's definitely preferable for me. Like, I like my games to be relaxed, and I like to be able to just straight away pick up something and figure it out, and I get that with consoles. That's why I don't understand the console versus PC debate. Console players are generally younger people, or they're more relaxed about their gaming. PC players are generally older, and they really do care about their gaming more. So that's all I've got to say on it. I'm definitely not going to be a full-time PC gamer, because holy crap, I'm going to stick with my console. It's so much simpler. Anyway guys, this is Chipmunk in HD. I'll see you later.